Hello, I'm Max McLaughlin from Site for Society, the action-based research organization which aims to connect and mobilize academia, society towards solving local and global challenges, all in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Welcome to Site Talks. Today I have the pleasure of speaking to Panos Kouris, the co-founder and chief technology officer at Vertoro, as well as the 2021 winner of the Marc Cornelissen Brightlands Award. Today, I'll be asking him about his innovative solution to reduce carbon emissions, driving forces behind the organization's success, and what the future holds for biofuels. Hello, Panos. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Max. Thanks.
So, Panos, for the benefit of those watching, could you start by giving a brief overview of Vertoro and your unique product, Goldilocks?
Yes, definitely. So Vertoro is a spin-off company of a public-private partnership between Brightlands Chemelot Campus, DSM, Chemelot Inside, University of Maastricht, and Eindhoven University of Technology. Within this consortium, 5-6 years ago, there was scientific research that actually was initiated. And part of this research initiative within my PhD project, we actually justified and identified some new IP gaps in the technology-wise. And after that, we decided that it was a great opportunity to really try to commercialize these technologies and bring and make impact to the society. So since then, we bring the unique product in the market. It's called Goldilocks, and it's actually a sustainable bio-based platform product that actually can serve for replacing fossil resources in general, for producing chemicals, materials, and fuels. So it's actually a sustainable platform product we're bringing in the market to really decrease the carbon footprint of existing chemical industries and existing operations.
Great, sounds great. And what was your main motivation, would you say, for founding this organization?
Well, the motivation, of course, has different levels. You can think of motivation driven by the eternal driving force of a scientist, of an engineer, to see his research going one step further. I mean, this is a very deep motivation, comes in every researcher. You want to see your research being implemented. That's one motivation. But I think the most important was that we're talking about sustainable innovation here. So a cutting edge sustainable innovation that can bring something valuable to the society. Because now we're in a very critical period with respect to climate change and problems we're facing as a society in total. We believe that we have this solution, the sustainable platform solution, to make impact and try to improve the world and deliver the world better as we received it to the next generations. I mean, this for me was the strongest motivation.
And how would you say, what would you say are the key values and beliefs that are driving this initiative? As I've seen that you believe that simple ideas conceived logically and pursued with grit can improve human lives. Maybe you could elaborate on this statement you've made.
Well, yeah, this statement, that's correct. This statement actually reflects, I would say, 100% our technology, because our technology is simple in the sense of implementation. So we really implemented a back engineering approach in our technology, which means that we looked into what are the societal needs, what actually the industry needs to become more sustainable, and we really try to go via back engineering approach to see, okay, how can we realize that with the most techno-economically viable way. So we can go very fast in the market and make fast impact. I mean, and if fundamentally and conceptually you realize that what you have to do to bring something fast in the market, then you end up in a simple solution, in a simple and logical solution. So, I mean, this is the key value of our technology. It's simple, it's robust, and can be implemented very fast in the market and make impact very fast.
Great. So you give a nice description of what your product is and the motivations behind it. What would you say are the key target sectors for this product, and or maybe the customers? Who would you say they are?
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, we're talking about a platform product, and platform by definition is a product that actually can go to different routes, different applications.
Of course.
But our launching target applications is actually mainly on the energy sector, being marine fuel, for example, or a feed for chemical industry, for crackers, for example, to produce bulk chemicals. So this is our short-term target, and in the long term, we want to valorize this platform towards higher value applications like materials, like you can see bioplastics, or in the construction sector. So in a short term, we're targeting the energy sector. Marine fuel is our launching market, and in the long term, we want to bring into chemicals and materials. So actually, we want to cover the whole product suite that actually the fossil now oil has nowadays. So we want to replace 100% fossil oil if possible.
Wow. Okay, so it's really a multi-sectional product platform, but the main one at the moment is to replace fossil fuel.
Yes.
So as you may be aware, our organization is based around the site variables of science, innovation, technology, and engagement. So could I start by asking you, what's the science behind your project? Could you give a little explanation of the process that goes into producing the lignin-based product?
Yes, definitely. So mainly we convert non-edible biomass, woody biomass, lignocellulosic biomass, into this platform product. We call it crude lignin oil. And how we do that is we apply a mild acid solvolysis process. So we use a polar organic solvent. It can be methanol or ethanol. We use an acid catalyst, and then actually what we do in the process, we extract and fractionate the lignin part of the biomass together with the hemicellulose part of the biomass. We transfer them in this oil phase, in this lignin oil phase. And then we have two products. So we have cellulose, it's actually the residue. From cellulose, we can go to existing markets like platform sugars or ethanol or paper production. And with this platform oil product, lignin oil product, we can go to the applications I mentioned before, starting from marine fuel. So it's actually a simple solvent fractionation process technology that was developed to be cheap, simple, robust, and to have, let's say, a very fast. It can go very fast to the market because it's very scalable in terms of a chemical process.
And why is innovation such an important factor in the combustible fuel industry, and I guess, as you say, in all the other industries with the use of this lignin product?
Well, it's not only for the combustion fuel industry. It's in general. We need, I think, in general, we need innovative technologies that were actually developed in a scientific environment, like a university or research institute. Because now we are in a period, as I mentioned before, that such innovations are very useful to be able to tackle problems we're having now, like climate change. And we have learned, I think, as a society from the mistakes from the past. So in the past, up until a couple of years ago, we, even until now, we operate in a linear type of model. We're running in a linear economy, which means we take resources from the earth, we make things, we make products, we burn them, and we emit CO2 emissions, we emit greenhouse gases. So this is a linear type of model. And we need innovations and sustainable innovations that actually are supporting a more circular economy point of concept. So circularity is very important. And I really believe that science can help us solve problems we have as a society. Yeah, I'm really supporter of that. So science needs sustainability, science needs entrepreneurship, and the other way around. So entrepreneurship also and innovation needs science, needs fundamental scientific solutions to the problems. So it's a very strong connection with these two fields, and I think now it's the moment to implement them and bridge the gap between science and innovation. Yeah.
And so you touched upon technologies. What kind of different technologies are you currently using at the moment?
For the process?
Yeah, for the process, for example.
Yeah, so we have actually we have two sister technologies, and I'm saying sister because based on the feedstock we start with, we have different process. So when we start with woody biomass or non-edible biomass, we apply this acid solvolysis process, but we also have developed a technology that can start directly from waste streams like lignin. Lignin is a waste product from existing processes, from paper industry or cellulosic ethanol industry. So we developed also a process that actually can convert lignin in this platform, in a similar type of platform. So we have mainly two core technologies to go from biomass to platform, but we're also developing technologies and processes on how can we go from platform to applications. So we can imagine I talked in the beginning of my talk on using this lignin oil as a feed for FCC crackers. So this is actually a different process. We have developed IP there, but also how can we convert biomass to high value chemicals for the chemical industry. So we're also developing processes there. So from platform to application. So we try to cover the whole map from biomass till high value products.
Yeah, that all sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
And so how have you generated engagement for your product in the marketplace? How are you getting people to, I guess, buy into this product?
How? Well, I mean, in that sector, you can actually initiate engagement from potential customers by showing and proving two things. First, you have to prove that your technology reach a certain readiness level. It's scalable. So we're now in TRL 6, which in chemical terms means that actually we're in pilot scale, and we're preparing for the next phase. It's demonstration phase. So you want to produce that platform product continuously. So you convince your customers that actually you can deliver. That's the first. Yep. And the second way to initiate engagement is actually you need proof that actually your product fits in their application. So application development. So we're working in both sectors. So that's how we try to initiate engagement, and we have managed to do that. And as I mentioned, the marine fuel market is our launching market, and we're preparing now for the first demonstration plant to be operational at the end of the year in Brightlands.
Great, thank you for that. And I'm also interested to know, what level of success have you had so far? And how do you plan to build on this in the future?
I would say level of success. We have reached within 4 years of our foundation. We founded in 2017. We have reached a technology readiness level of 6, and we'll go now to 7. So this is actually quite unique for a chemical startup to really go very fast in the scaling process. And I think this is one success point of our story, and we couldn't have realized it alone. So we did that because we initiated collaborations from different stakeholders, different partners that helped us to scale up our technology. And Brightlands, it's one of the good examples. Brightlands helped us to scale up our process very fast and really demonstrate that our technology is scalable. So I think this is the major success point of our story. I mean, that we managed to go so fast and into a certain level, and also attract customers so early phase. I mean, that's one of the key points. And we're thankful to the partners that actually helped with us.
Sounds good. And specifically talking about the use of lignin as a biofuel, how significant would you say it is in reducing total greenhouse emissions? Do you think it's a viable alternative for the future?
Well, definitely. You have to, I will give you one number. You have to imagine that every ton of heavy fuel oil or fossil oil you replace in the marine fuel sector, you save 3 tons of CO2, more or less. So this is a significant impact. So and the maritime sector, the maritime sector is emitting per year 1 billion tons of CO2 now. It's a lot, and it's projecting to go to 1.5 to billions of tons of CO2 by 2050 if nothing changes. So our target is to really decarbonize the maritime industry first by implementing that impact, and slowly try also to break this impact in the chemical industry.
Wow, so Goldilocks could have a very significant impact then.
I believe so, but I also believe that there's not only one solution. So it will be a combination of solutions. Maybe Goldilocks is part of the solution together with other potential biofuels, but we need different and multiple solutions to help us, decarbonize the chemical industry and the energy sector.
Okay, well, thank you. And so moving on, you said that after winning the Brightlands Award that you would use the prize money to bring science even closer to society.
Yes.
What do you mean by this, and how do you plan to do it?
What I was thinking is, I really believe that. I mean, I also mentioned in my talk that I really believe that science, now is the time for science to exit the universities and go back to the society where it belongs, with innovative solutions to problems we're facing. Goldilocks technology is one example. There are more of these, but my idea there was to actually initiate an experience center and make young generations also aware of the problems we're facing as a society, especially related to climate change. What are the solutions there? Present our solution. What impact can we make? But most importantly, I want to inspire them and motivate them to think out of the box, to have passion, and really fight for their ideas, and really so let's say perseverance in their ideas, and because only if you show passion in what you're doing and you're dedicated, only then you can achieve things in personal, professional, but also in society level. So that's my goal. That's what I thought about.
That sounds amazing. And
yeah.
I'd like to finish off by asking you, what do you think is needed for similar initiatives to be scaled up, like Vertoro's Goldilocks? So I guess prospective green entrepreneurs, what would be your advice to them?
Well, it's a good question. I think what we need first is cutting edge innovative ideas. So there should be an idea in place that actually can make impact. So this means that different stakeholders should come in together in the first place. Different brains should actually bring these ideas. And of course, this usually happens in a university, in a scientific environment. And beyond that, so if you want to bring science into the society, you need entrepreneurship. You need people that actually are willing to sacrifice things from personal level, professional level. We need to really be persistent on achieving things, and show passion for your idea, and don't give up until you see that happening. So this is actually my driving force.
Great, that sounds great. So people watching want to know a bit more about Vertoro and your Goldilocks project. Where should they go?
They can simply visit our website. So there they can actually have an information on what is our technology about, what's actually our vision, the team of people that actually are behind Vertoro. It's not only me, of course. It's a group of people that we're working together to realize that. And of course, if they can subscribe in the newsletter, they can also get monthly updates on how we're doing. So I think our website, it's the best place to visit.
Thank you very much, Panos, for giving us
Yes.
such uplifting insights from your experience and enlightening us on this unique lignin-based product, which, from you said, appears likely to play a significant positive role in the future.
Thank you for having me here, and I'm happy to help you in the future, however I can, to communicate your ideas to the society and to young generations.
Thanks again, Panos.
Thanks a lot.